Hey there, future Daytonians thinking about buying a home in Dayton, Ohio, or maybe you're just curious about what makes this little area such a hidden gem. Well, you're in the right place, so let's dive right in. All right, it's Stephanie Clemens, your local real estate expert here with RE/MAX Victory and Affiliates. And today I'm giving you the ultimate insider's guide to Dayton's neighborhoods, schools, parks, and must-visit spots that make this city an amazing place to call home. Because here's the thing, when you're house hunting, you're not just looking for 4 walls and a roof. You're investing in a lifestyle. You're picking out your future coffee shops, your go-to weekend hiking spots, or your brunch spots, and the community where you'll make new friends and lifelong memories. And hey, if you find this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more Dayton real estate tips and local insights. So let's get to it. All right, let's start with neighborhoods, because picking the right home is more than just about the house. It's about the right vibe, the community, and the everyday conveniences that are important to you. So Dayton has a little something for everyone, so let's go ahead and break it down. So if you're looking for historic homes, you've got the Oregon District, which is probably one of the most highly sought off historic neighborhoods because it is in downtown Dayton. You've got a business district that's associated to it. So you've got walking distance to a coffee shop, you've got walking distance to mom and pop restaurants and little boutique shops, and you also have the brick facades of the houses, the porches. You've got very little yard, which is good for some people, bad for others, and you are walking distance to anything that's downtown, close to highways and close to craft breweries and coffee shops and that sort of thing. So if you love being close to the action, the Oregon District is the #1 spot for picking out those historic homes that puts you right in the downtown area. Other historic districts that you may choose to look at also would be St. Anne's Hill, I'll call it across the street. It's across Kiwi, and it is a little bit more widespread than what the Oregon District is. It's a larger neighborhood. It does have a business district that's associated with also that has a brewery, a coffee shop, and a few different mom and pop shops. And it also has a high school that is right next door to it. You also have McPherson Town, which is right across the river, walking distance to downtown, still considered downtown area, close to pickleball courts and close to the art museum and highways also. Next, in a historic district that you might want to venture out to would be the Wright Patt Historic District. That does have a business district associated to it also that is growing at a rapid pace. They just put a food hall down in there a couple years ago. There's a cigar shop. There's a burger place that's about to open. So that place is it's vibing quite a bit. There's not a lot of homes for sale in that neighborhood. It's a smaller neighborhood. I've had folks say it gives them a New Orleans vibe to it. And you also have Grafton Hill, which is once again right across the river, and it sits on a hill, hence Grafton Hill. It's behind the large art museum, and you have larger homes there with a little bit larger yards in it also. And lastly, which might be a historic district that you may want to choose from also, is South Park. It's right next door, walking distance to the University of Dayton, walking distance to Miami Valley Hospital, and some business districts that are close to it. So we've got a few different vibes for the historic districts if you're looking for that historic charm. Speaking of historic charm, Oakwood is in that historic neighborhood also. It's got a downtown feel, but it's a little bit outside of downtown. You want to say you could go up the hill and you're in Oakwood. It is one of the most desirable, if we want to call it suburbs. It is its own little village or city. So it is one of Dayton's most desirable suburbs if you're looking for quality high school, quality schools, tree-lined streets, which are beautiful in the fall, and then a strong sense of community. Oakwood is your spot. If spacious homes, shopping right next door, and excellent schools are high on your list, then Beaver Creek and Centerville might be an option for you also. Beaver Creek has a mix of new construction and established neighborhoods, plus it's close to Wright Patt Air Force Base. You've got Fairfield Mall there. It's a hot spot for military families and close to highways. You've got tons of parks in Beaver Creek also. Moving on to Centerville, it's known for its small town charm with its big city amenities. So you have the larger grocery stores, you've got, you're super close to a mall, but you still have that midtown, uptown, downtown, Centerville area that is growing at a rapid pace also. It does have great recreational facilities and parks also. Next up is Kettering. Kettering is a little bit more of it's a widespread community. You've got a little bit of everything in that community. Housing-wise, you have the small ranch homes, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and you also have the sprawling ranch homes that overlook the golf course. So there's pretty much anything that any type of home that you would want is in Kettering. It has a wide variety of housing and construction time frames. It also has a growing business scene. You do have lots of amenities within Kettering. Also, you've got a TJ Maxx, you've got a Ross, you've got pizza, you have grocery stores, you've got Trader Joe's. Kettering is also known for its strong sense of community and fantastic city services. It does have the Fraze Pavilion, which is a fantastic place to go for the summertime. If you're looking for outdoor concerts, they also have festivals that are hosted at Fraze Pavilion too. And then they also have a great community center that has a huge outdoor pool facility. And they've got an ice rink, there's basketball courts, there's fitness areas, there's a daycare, there's senior activities, that sort of thing. So Kettering is definitely committed to its residents, and that shows through their community rec center. Next up, schools. If schools are an important part of where you need to live, then listen up, because some of the top public schools are right in the areas that I have already mentioned. Oakwood City Schools are always top in the state of Ohio. They're usually listed within the top 10. You also have the Centerville City Schools, which are known for its extracurricular activities and outstanding athletics. And then you also have Beaver Creek City Schools. Both of these schools are consistently ranked in top schools in the state of Ohio. Another public high school that you could look at if you're looking at specializing in something would be Stivers Performing Arts School. You do need to try out to get into that school, and they do offer tons of performing arts academics that are strictly for those fields. Another one is the Greene County Career Center, which offers lots of specialized academics towards those careers that they do offer. Private or charter schools are your option. Guess what? Dayton has those too. You've got the Miami Valley School, which is a top-tier school offering a unique and immersive educational experience. You also have, there's 3 Catholic schools if that is your avenue to your high school graduation, a strong college prep Catholic school with excellent academics. You've got Chaminade Julian, you've got Carroll, and you have Archbishop Alter. If STEM is the things and your children are definitely into the STEM fields, you have the Dayton Region STEM School, which is passionate about science, technology, engineering, and math. And let's not forget about all of the higher education that the Dayton area has. It's amazing how many colleges are within this small area. You've got the University of Dayton, which is a nationally recognized institution for has a strong community presence within the Dayton area. You have Wright State University, which is outside, it's in the Fairborn area, and it is right outside of Wright Patt Air Force Base. You've got Sinclair Community College, which is one of the largest community colleges in Ohio. You've got Central State, you've got Wittenberg, and then you also have Miami University, which is 45 minutes to an hour drive in Oxford, Ohio. And moving on to Dayton's best kept secrets are incredible park and outdoor spaces. Whether you're looking at hiking, biking, or just enjoying a quiet afternoon outside, you're going to love what Dayton has to offer for its parks. Dayton is known as the outdoor adventure capital of the Midwest because of this park system called Five Rivers Metro Parks. You can kayak, you can rock climb, you can hike, you can camp, you can fish, you can sail. There's so many things to do in these 18 plus parks that are all managed by Five Rivers Metro Parks. Golfing, if golfing is your thing, we've got Yankee Trace, we've got Miami Valley Golf Club, we've got Pipestone, we've got Community Golf Club. Those are just to name a few. There's plenty of golfing to take place in the Dayton area. You've got Cox Arboretum, which is a beautiful botanical garden, which is Instagram-worthy photos everywhere you turn. Just escape the hustle and bustle and just take a relaxing stroll down the gardens. The Great Miami Riverway, if you're a fan of biking or jogging, you have paved trails that stretch 340 140 miles that connect to different trails along the way. For scenic views and plenty of fresh air. You can go from downtown all the way to Cincinnati by connecting to these trails. And some of those trails are Creekside Trail, Mad River Trail, and Wolf Creek Trail. Those are just a few of the 340 miles of trails. And last but not least, you cannot talk about Dayton without talking about the food. We may not have Michelin star restaurants here, but we do have some of the best hidden gems in the Gem City. If you're looking for the steakhouse vibe, we have the Pine Club and the Oakwood Club. Those are two of the most popular ones here in Dayton. There's old school style steakhouses with legendary steaks. There's no reservations, and there's usually a line starting at 4 o'clock. And double check, because I know the Pine Club is cash only, so make sure you bring the green stuff. If you're looking for brunch, you've got Butter Cafe, and you also have Table 33. You've got a few other options for brunch. Butter Cafe is right outside the University of Dayton, so it gets very, very busy on the weekends, especially on parent weekends. If breweries are your thing, we have got plenty of those to choose from. We have Warped Wing Brewery. They have a few different locations in the Dayton area. You've got the Dayton Beer Company, which has an outdoor vibe. They've got live bands usually on the weekends, and then they have little area for outdoor games. And then they also have a rooftop bar associated to it. You've got Eudora Brewing, which is in Kettering. They have a huge patio for them, and it's a large indoor warehouse type facility for your brewing pleasure also. You've got Lock 27 in Centerville. Alematic Brewing you have in Huber Heights. They have burger nights, they've got burger and pint nights, they've got pizza nights, they've got great food and great beverages there. If you're looking for a little bit different vibe and food, you've got El Mason, which is a Latin-inspired tapas, tacos, and great mojitos. You've got Culture, which has a rotating menu every week. You never know what you're going to get, so you need to make sure you check them out on social media. You've got Sueno, you've got Solar, and you've got Table 33, all for some intimate, different types of foods for your dining pleasure. Cocktails, maybe you're just heading out for cocktails with the girls. You've got Tender Mercy, you've got Barrel Works Distillery, you've got the Van Buren Room, and if you're into bourbon, you must visit the Century Bar. And you know what? You can't function without coffee, right? So some coffee shops that you might want to check out while you're in the area, or maybe you're going to make these coffee shops one of those go-to places. Winans Coffee and Chocolate. They make their chocolates up north and then distribute them to all of their stores. They're delicious, by the way. You've got Gather by Ghostlight, and that one is a coffee shop. It's got a little bar in it. Also, it's an intimate little setting within the arcade. You've got Tastefully Roasted, which is right outside the University of Dayton. It does get busy during those times when study times are high at the University of Dayton. You've got the Gem City Cafe, which is a very different coffee shop because you can watch the cats while you're sipping your coffee. Don't worry, the cats are in glass cages. Not cages, like in a glass encasement. So it's a large room that's glassed, and then you can watch the cats. You can even rescue one of the cats. And then if you venture upstairs, they have a really cool setting up there for enjoying coffee and catching up with friends. You also have Pettibone, which is a little bit more of a warehouse style coffee shop in Riverside. Holy Grounds, that's on Wayne Avenue, and they have live music. They've got a little extras to put in your coffee if you would like that, but definitely has a cozy vibe to it. So those are just a few of the coffee shops that are in the Dayton area. We are definitely known for our food and beverages here in the Dayton area, and I know that you're going to love something too. So there you have it, Dayton's hidden gems. Whether you're looking for the perfect neighborhood, great schools, outdoor adventures, or delicious foods, the city truly has something for everyone. So if you're thinking about making Dayton your home, I'd love to help you find that perfect spot. And I would love to offer you the passport to the 937. This is an all-inclusive guide for you on some of those top spots that we talked about with their addresses and locations, and it is based on what the locals truly love. So make sure you grab your passport to the 937. The link is down below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment on what you are most excited about in Dayton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.